Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games, and today we're just going to give you a brief overview of the Warhammer 40,000 universe from Games Workshop and a little bit of an introduction on how to get started in the game. So the Warhammer 40,000 universe is set 40,000 years into the future, the year 41,044 or something like that it is. Anyway, long time into the future, and an omnipotent being called the Emperor arose somewhere around the 25th century, somewhere about there, and united all of mankind together, all the wars on Earth, united, and they sent loads of fleets out into the universe to colonize the solar system and the other planets that were sustainable. So they sent out these great fleets and ships that would go and colonize other worlds, and the realm of man expanded. And then obviously they encountered various alien races along the way: orcs, huge green-skinned monstrosities that love fighting, Eldar, space elves essentially. There's the Tyranids, so they've come later into the universe, and the Necrons, who are an ancient race of what look like space skeletons, shall we say, but they've been an ancient race that have reawoken in more modern times. And then there are some other players in there as well. So basically what happened is everything was all sweetness and light until around the 30,000th year of the Imperium of the thing, and then the Emperor decided that what he was going to do was create 20 genetically engineered superhumans, the Primarchs, his sons, that were going to help lead his armies and unite all of mankind once again. But unfortunately something went awry, and half of them decided that they were going to fight against him. So we'll go a bit more detail into that maybe another time in the future. But so they fell to Chaos, which are the evil gods of the universe, essentially. So you've got Khorne, who's the god of slaughter and blood; Nurgle, the god of pestilence and decay; Slaanesh is the god of pleasure and pain; and Tzeentch, which is the god of essentially magic and the changing of ways by deceit and what have you. So half of the Primarchs, the superhumans, fell to Chaos. Two of them have just been written completely out of the lore altogether, just to let people think of their own reasons why they've chosen to do that. But hey, so you've got Chaos and you've got the Imperium, so which is like the empire of mankind. Okay, so as it gets further and further into the future, so the story progresses about 10,000 years, and you have what they call the Imperium of Man, which is a dark gothic future where everybody's at war all the time, and craziness occurs on a daily basis. And then you've got various armies that fight in this grim future, one of which is the Astra Militarum. So the Astra Militarum used to be called the Imperial Guard, and they're basically the foot soldiers of the Imperium, the human soldiers that get shipped around to various war zones and thrown into the meat grinder, very much like World War II Soviet forces, as some people may be aware. So these guys are just basic humans with rifles, laser rifles, and they have like a very distinctive battle tank, the Lehman Russ battle tank, and they're the mainstay of the human forces. And then also the other force of the Imperium, so you have the Space Marines, which you may have heard about. They're the superhuman sons of the Primarchs. And then we have the Adeptus Mechanicus, so they are the scions of Mars, so the tech priests. So they're all an ancient settlement of humans that they settled on Mars, and they love machines so much so that they try and replace as much of their own flesh with machine parts as possible. And they've got their own like weird little cult going on, the machine cult, and they've got their own army based in that. So, and then there's various sub-factions within each of these things that get a little bit more interesting. But what I've chosen to talk a bit more in depth about is the Imperial Guard, the Astra Militarum, as they are here. So there's many fantastic books on the subject that fill the background in a lot more. Gaunt's Ghost is an excellent read. I would heartily recommend Gaunt's Ghost to anybody. But so these guys, this is the start collecting box. So if you were going to get started with Warhammer 40,000, one of these start collecting boxes is definitely the best place to jump in. Okay, so a very reasonable price point in the grand scheme of things. So this box has an RRP of £55, and here at Mighty Lancer Games we sell these £45, which is a definite saving of somewhere in the region of about 20% off the RRP. But what you get in this box, so this is a great value box even at the full RRP, but obviously slightly cheaper from us. But this is a great value box where you get a character, a commissar, who's like a HQ choice, a leader for your force. You get a 10-man squad of infantry, so these are as I said, the foot soldiers of the Imperium. You get a heavy weapons team, so it gives you the option to field your 10-man squad with a heavy weapon. Now you can build this in a multiple of configurations. You can either have a laser cannon or something along those lines, or a mortar or a missile launcher out with that, and then you get a tank as well. So all of these parts retail individually. For the tank would be £35 on its own at full price, and the infantry squad would be I think £22.50 on their own. The character is about £17.50, and the heavy weapons squad normally available, 3 of those in one box, £25. So you're looking somewhere in the region of about £80 worth of stuff for your £55 at the RRP. But obviously, if you come to Mighty Lancer Games, you get it a bit cheaper, £45 bargain. And obviously, there's various options in this box because these are the regular kits that you can buy separately. So you get a number of options for how you want to build this this set, but this would give you kind of the main backbone of a new army. Certainly if you were playing a crusade force with the new 40k edition rules, this would be your starting point for a new army, and then you would add extra forces in from there. So that's the start collecting box. And then what we also think are really cool and great add-ons to a Astra Militarum army. So the first thing are Tempestus Scions. So these are the stormtroopers, like the elite troops of the Astra Militarum. So they've got slightly better guns, slightly better armour, and they look really cool. You can build them with like berets on the back, if you really want them to look like proper SAS style commandos, paratroopers, whatever. They're cool. The Hydra. So this is an anti-aircraft tank. So if your opponent's flying around with some like awesome planes and dropping bombs and rockets on all your guys, and you're trying to blow your tanks up, you need one of these so you can shoot it down and like make it be gone. Okay. And then the most awesome thing at all about the Astra Militarum is the Baneblade. Okay. So this is a monstrous, super heavy tank. So if this was like World War II, this would be like the German Maus tank. This thing is immense, and it's awesome. So you see the size of the box, and you can build this as about 7 or 8 different. There we go. Build it as 8 different variants of tank with all these different type of weapon options, and can carry your troops into battle. And they're nigh on indestructible, like a rolling fortress. This thing is a centerpiece for any army. It looks absolutely fantastic. So there we go, Astra Militarum in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. We hope this has been really useful for you, and like and subscribe our video and YouTube channel, and press the bell thing and all those kind of jazz. Thanks for watching.